Hi, I'm going to do some channeling. I channel spiritual love energy, and they'll allow themselves to be called Aaron, so that's what that name is. I'm actually the host. My name's not Aaron. And I'm just going to step aside and allow whatever message to come through. If you'd like a private channeling session, so I can do these one-on-one, they're a little different than this. They're kind of a little more direct. I can do that. You can book it on Messages Love from Beyond Facebook page. And that's it. All right, so hello, and we're just going to step aside for a minute. I'll say hi at the end. This is a certain time of your life when you are wishing to be with others. So you will not be, you are worried about this lonely feeling. You are worried about a certain intimate, and we don't mean in that boy-girl way, we mean intimate connections with other humans. And what we mean by this word is soul to soul. We might as well say it that exact way. So this is what we mean, is that sharing, once you become familiar with your own inner self as much as possible, you will come to understand that it is very vulnerable there. It is a pure, loving space. And this vulnerability that you feel creates a certain anxiety around you for connecting with others in this way. So believe it or not, this is where the loneliness comes in. Because there's a certain part of you that knows that you cannot connect completely with this. Because it's very personal, it's very intimate. It's a pure, loving, accepting, peaceful place that resides inside each one of you. So as much as you wish to connect with others, which is very important for your experience there, to feel connected to other human beings who feel like you, who have a open-hearted connection with the universe, it's important for you to meet one another. This is something different. This meeting together is recreating and reaffirming what it's like when you're non-physical. That's one thing. It's important for you to connect. But the other thing is to be aware that this deep part of you that you're just getting to understand, become comfortable with, familiar with, creates a certain longing for more connection than is often able to be met in human form. So what we are trying to say is, the more intimate you get with yourself and loving and open, the more longing there is to find others like you. You will find some others that are like you, but the loneliness may continue, because the deepest loneliness, and not all of you will understand this at the moment, but some of you will, the deepest longing is held for the universe of love. It will not be fulfilled by human to human. So there is a certain deep longing that must reside in you all of your days. You might need to sit with that for a moment. There's a deep longing inside of you, and it is for your non-physical brothers and sisters and the universe of love. This deep longing, deepest longing, will be alleviated when you begin communicating more comfortably and staying in contact with and receiving messages from the universe of love and your non-physical brothers and sisters. That's the deepest longing. It is for that. It's a bit shocking to a lot of you, and you're reeling a little bit. Because in human form, you assume that all human needs can be met within the human realm. This one cannot. So there's a lighter longing, which is oneness with others like you. That's fine. That's fine. That's very necessary for you to bond and be around humans who are like you. It's beautiful. It's what you're. It's the namaste. It's connecting soul to soul. That is the beautiful thing. it is very affecting to our host. So this soul to soul is intimate and important for human experience. But the deepest longing in the very center of you, which is the deepest part of you, it's the oldest part of you. It's the part of you that lives through all eternity and comes and goes lightly into humanity. That deepest part of you that is sometimes uncovered through your lifetime there. That's where the true longing sits. Now that we have brought this to your attention, those of you who are aware of the deep longing, and now we have named it, can set it aside and let it be, because it will always be there with you. Now you may focus on your soul-to-soul relationships. Leave the deepest longing where it is, deep inside of you for all eternity. Focus on the human ones. But remember, no human will meet and fill that deep sense of longing you have inside of you. Only when you return to non-physical will that feel complete. This perhaps is the heaviest message we have passed on to you. It is one that you know already, so it's already sitting and settling inside of you. But it is your deepest secret, so it has been much time that we have spent together before we got to this point. But for us to continue reminding you of great information that you carry through all eternity, we need to deal with that first longing so it may sit quietly and not distract you from your remembering. So, this is a big lesson for many of you. It will take some time for this to settle in. So, remember your lighter experience there is soul to soul. We will leave you on this note as you recall others that you connect with in your heart, and you are one together. We'll leave you in that place. That is a higher place of love and connection for humanity. So, brothers and sisters, we will leave you with this. There is much love here for you. Namaste. Oh, brother. They just keep going. They just keep going with the lessons. And I'm one of those curious folks that keep showing up, And I guess you are too, because if you're here, you're curious about things long forgotten. I guess I'll say it that way. So, heart to heart.